to raise any statutory.
Lawyer Philip Murgor is still fighting calls to step aside from the Tom Cohen murder case over claims that he is a state prosecutor. On Tuesday, the advocate maintained that he resigned and further accused the prosecution of working with politicians to buy time. Sarah Wairimu Cohen is yet to take plea despite appearing in court for the fourth time. According to Murgor, if the prosecution wants to buy time, they should look for better reasons that are sustainable in law. Murgor reiterated that he had apparently wasted 2 months with no work assigned to him and subsequently resigned on March 7th. Murgor had been appointed as a prosecutor for 2 years. The Gazette notice dated January 16th, and the prosecution insists that his status is still active. She also rejected claims of working with politicians, terming it as unfound comments. According to her, the prosecution is not barred from talking to the victim's family, and Murgor is not familiar with the details of their conversation. On his part, Lawyer Cliff Obeta insisted that Murgor should not represent Wairimu until the issue of revocation has been dealt with. Justice Stella Mutuku said a ruling on the matter will be delivered on Thursday.
It has been brought to my attention that Learned Counsel, Mr. Murgor, who is now Senior Counsel, we must appreciate, we must congratulate, was appointed as a public prosecutor on the 16th day of January 2019 by Gazette Notice number 350. Was appointed as a public prosecutor for 2 years from the 16th day of January 2019 via Gazette Notice number 350 from 2019. January 16th. 16th of January 2019, yes, this year, for a period of 2 years. So we are looking until 2021, probably. And at this particular moment, he also now wants to be he is the lawyer for the accused person in this case. Him being a public prosecutor, isn't this then an issue of conflict of interest? Can he work for the government at this particular moment and also work for the defense? So that the issue of representation for the accused person.
The accused, she had previously requested to be released on bail for the time being in order to protect her possessions, in their own words, for fear that the police are also after the assets. Research leader George Kinoti, it means, translated it means investigator, already described this as ridiculous, but at the same time indicated that the detained woman appropriated part of the inheritance. And then they quote him, "Somebody found guilty of murder can never inherit the murdered person," he explained Kenyan law. But apart from that, somebody who has his partner murdered and then dumps it in a septic tank should never succeed at all, says Kinoti. This is after the order. You can see that the person who has lost control of his mouth, who no longer has any regard for court orders, is the DCI of the Republic of Kenya. And it also shows that the real issue here of denying our client bail is about the DCI seeking to hand over the matrimonial home of the accused to the gentleman here called Bernard Cohen and his sister Gabri Van Straten.
Yes.
I am actually pointing out that the real issue here. No, I was talking about contempt, just contempt, the people who are guilty. And then secondly, there is a state counsel called J.V. Owiti, isn't it?
He's not around.
He's not around, but he's a state counsel.
We don't have someone like that.
There is a state counsel called J.V. Otieno who was here in the proceedings before Justice Kariuki. Yes, before Justice Kariuki. And 2 days ago, He decided he was an academic, and he wrote a treatise on a murderer cannot inherit from the deceased whom he or she killed. This is published on social media, and at paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4, paragraph 5, he liberally refers to this case and the Cohens. And finally, I just go to the last paragraph. I am persuaded with the second possibility, and I think it will carry the day. Sarah may end up losing everything from the matrimonial property and or Cohen's estate. I rest. What am I saying? It is the prosecution. He is a prosecutor. I am not a prosecutor. He is the prosecutor. They are urging their case in the media. They are urging to the prejudice of our client on the merits of the case. So it is they who are out of control. So I am requesting, therefore I conclude by saying the issue of contempt, if at all, should be canvassed by way of a formal application to which we shall respond. The issue of my capacity to be both a prosecutor and a defense counsel, I am happy to entertain or respond to that application, including giving an affidavit on how many times I've met Nurdin Haji as a defense counsel on this and other or not on this matter but on other matters, and then it shall be attended to. In the meantime, Your Ladyship, before Her Ladyship Justice Jessie Lesit on the 16th of September, is it 16th or 18th? Are you sure? This looks like 18th. 16th, eh? Yes, on the 16th of September, the court listened to the parties, found that the accused had still not been subjected to a mental assessment on fitness to stand trial, and ordered, we were made an application for bail orally. We were ordered to file and serve the application for bail. We did so on the same day, filed it and served it. Yesterday, we were served with a replying affidavit from the so-called victims, represented by my learned friend, Mr. Mbeta. 2 affidavits.
My lady, with all due respect to my learned friend, he's supposed to be responding to our 2 main issues. And the same shall be done also in the course of filing a formal application in regard to the issues of contempt of court. And
on or before 8th of this month. Okay? That is filed and served on the other party, 8th of October. And responses filed and served on or before 15th of this month. All right. Now, on the matter before me, yes.
I wanted to deal with you on that other matter.
Mm-hmm.
If we could have a ruling on the issue of representation as early as today or tomorrow, because it is about the fundamental rights of the accused.
Mm.
If you determine, for example, that Mr. Philip Murgor is a public prosecutor, it needs to be done so fast. So I'm pleading, I'm imploring, there is only one affidavit before you.
I'm hearing that plea, Mr. Murgor.
Yes, if it goes, it's now an accused suffering because of a counsel, I think that now is.
I hear your plea.
And it can also go independent of the other matter. In fact, perhaps can I say that if it can be made before the 7 days are over, so that
All right,
We'll file the contempt matter.
all right. Just to be clear, on the matters of contempt of court, which is in my ruling here, I say it does not affect the taking of the plea, that application. Yeah, I thought it's because that is a totally different issue. If found guilty, the sanctions are going to affect them wherever they are. So that one does not affect. So we should now be concerned with filing as given, and then I give you a date for the ruling on the matters of your standing. Considering your plea.
You said something that is very important.
Yes.
It does not affect the issue of the plea.
The fact that the contempt of court proceedings are to be filed does not affect this court taking the plea against the accused person.
And now the second part is the issue
Yes.
of representation.
The ruling date I'm giving you just now.
And I was asking you to bear in mind.
Yes. Which I've taken into account and said I've taken your plea on the urgency of that ruling. But I find I'm not able to give it today. I'm going to give it on Thursday. He's going to bear with me for that 2 days. That is tomorrow and the Thursday I'm giving. So ruling on the matters canvassed today will be on Thursday. That is 3rd. Okay? All right. On the same one?
Yeah, over the same file.
Miss, I thought you were a spectator.
It's not on record.
I'm addressing something.
No, I'm saying that because when we started, you
No,
was
no, no.
yes, totally.
You the gag orders.
Your
Because this is a
Your
matter.
ladyship, nothing stops
No,
it.
yeah.
I'm only notifying the
Mr.
court
Mr.
that
Dan,
we shall be filing
Mr.
to
Omari,
review.
I think it's within your right and their right. If you want to give one, that's okay. I don't need to put that on record.
Much
Really.
obliged.
Yes. Can we now get to, there is a matter we put at midday, which is almost Mr. Omirela's matter.
Reporting for Kenya Digital News, my name is Faith Mutua.